All right, so we're going to be using the original one pot. This is a real, honest to goodness Crock-Pot brand one pot. The original one pot. You can see it's pretty well used. What I like about this is you can take out the center part, put it right on the stove, and we can start all of our ingredients there, and that's what we're going to do.
Chili, baby.
All right, so we can just turn the fire right on here and get this going kind of low, about 2. And then we're just going to put some vegetable oil in the bottom, a little bit. And then what I also like to do is put in some garlic. Just regular organic garlic as opposed to inorganic garlic. And that's about the right amount. And then we're going to just put in this pound of ground beef. And we'll just get that cooking. This recipe is great because you can just kind of get everything cooking, and while I'm chopping all of the other ingredients, you can just kind of start feeding them in there, because basically we're going to brown the ground beef and then just start putting everything else in. All right. This is Wagyu beef from Costco, and Wagyu ground beef, and it's very, very lean. So I don't really think we're going to need to drain any of the fat here. And that's why I added a little bit of oil too, just to give it a little bit of kind of fat going because it is so lean. Just break that up, and we will just let that simmer there for a while. Oh my God, look at that. That's gross. All right, so while that's cooking away there, browning, one of my secret ingredients that I like when I'm making chili is just to add a little bit of steak. I had kind of this steak left over from the other night. It's like a flank steak, and if I just kind of really put it in really small pieces, it's going to add that flavor and that texture of like, hey, is this steak in the... Did you put steak in your chili? And I can be like, yes, I did. And we can put these green onions. So then I can start just chopping up all of my vegetables. I have a couple of pieces of celery here. It's like, why not? Chili, you can pretty much put anything in there that you want. There are no rules. Anything you like, turkey chili. All right, and we'll do an onion first. I'm going to go ahead and put the onion right in. I think the other vegetables I will set aside and put in after, but the onions I can put in now. Let's give that a bit of a stir. This is going to be a great base for chili. You can see there's almost no fat, and what is fat there is going to be soaked up by these onions, so that's going to be really good. And I'll continue to cook almost all of this on the stove until I get all of my ingredients in there, and then we'll transfer it to the crock pot to sit there and cook away slowly for many hours. It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and this should be ready for dinner tonight. I have a couple of bell peppers, a yellow and a green, and we're just going to chop these up, and I'll put those in the bowl here for later. We'll wait till the meat's all brown. And just continue to chop these up and put those in the bowl. And then I think I'm going to do some hot chili peppers, chop some of those up, and maybe some jalapenos. And I do have some diced green chilies that I'm going to throw in here as well. All right, let's go down our ingredients and start adding things. It says 1 12-ounce can of beef broth. Since we're kind of doing half of the recipe, I think I'm only going to do about 8 ounces. So that should be about oregano. So we'll do about half of a teaspoon. Oh, not much. So like 1.5 of chili powder. So let's see, 3 teaspoons chili powder. Okay, so that's about, and there we go.
I tried this one chili and it set my mouth on fire and I had to drink a 2-liter of Mountain Dew.
This is ground cumin, about half teaspoon. Then garlic, we already put garlic in there. And 2 12-ounce cans of pinto beans. And then we have, it says kidney beans, but I'm going to do black beans instead. Because I don't have any kidney beans. Use Trader Joe's black beans. Well, I want to get that out of there. 5 dashes of hot sauce.
But it's very tasteful too.
Okay, Frank's Red Hot. That looks good so far. And then 2 28-ounce cans of crushed Italian tomatoes, and then a can of tomato paste. Okay, so let's put in 2 of these and 1 of these. And then 1 can of tomato paste. In, and then we'll just wait for that to get wonderful and delicious. Stirring about once an hour.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so it's been a few hours. Just on low, kind of bubbling away. And this is just about perfect. I think we are done. All right, so here we go. This thickened up really nicely and looks great, but there's no better way to eat them than with scoops. Frito scoops. Get a big scoop of this, all the vegetables and meat. Mmm.
Unbelievable!
That's really good. Easy, good for you, and great on a cold winter night. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. And we'll see you next time on Scott's Kitchen. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.